What's the deal? It's the boy duanepatrickmclean at duanepatrickmclean TV. And today I'm going to be talking about TEKASHI 6ix9ine. And I don't really want to talk about the dude, but people been telling me to talk about him, make a video on him. I spoke about him briefly on my podcast, the Illuminati Talk. I thought I was going to make that a podcast. I do it every week, every Thursdays. I might even going to make it a whole channel, you know, just Illuminati Talk where you do it every week. You know, I'll keep it on this channel. It doesn't matter. But we're going to talk about TEKASHI 6ix9ine, and people ask me, is he down with them boys? Is he Illuminati? What do you think about the whole situation? Of course, he is Illuminati. There's an image of him he posts on his Instagram where he said, hey, I sold my soul to the Illuminati. A lot of people think that artists are trolling about this type of topic, but 9 times out of 10, and most of the time, they're not trolling. A lot of these artists are really for real, that they really do it. Sometimes they could be trolling just for views, but when they're that big, and 9 times out of 10, they're not trolling. And if you look at that picture, his hair is all wild. He looks roughed up. The guy smiling. He doesn't look like he's too happy about himself. You know, you're just going to just sign to the Illuminati, sign a deal. Should be a little happier than that. But my guess from when I'm looking at that picture that he sold his soul that day, he probably went out and did one of the rituals, I'm going to just say it, fuck it, sex rituals. Where they do a bunch of all the gay shit, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? So he did that, and then I want to do a series of videos of teaching y'all how to spot artists who are in Illuminati, what to look for, you know. And this is all alleged, but I'm gonna stop saying that it's alleged. That is facts. You know what I'm saying? Because we study this stuff too long. We look at this stuff too long. These people point out who they are. It's clearly they're part of a gang. I'm sorry about that, y'all. It's clear that they're part of like a brotherhood. And what y'all want to start spotting out, always look up that checkerboard floor, okay? That checkerboard floor will be known, and almost every artist who sells their soul shows them with the checkerboard floor. Now, the checkerboard floor, the important of what I mean by that, it's like a chessboard where it's the white and the black. You know what I'm saying? And the white and the black is what the Masons like to use, which is for duality. You got white is for life, black is for death, darkness. And if you look at TEKASHI 6ix9ine's very first album, well, his only album, he's peeing on that floor, basically disrespecting him. You know, basically saying, hey, I'm in it, and he's going to, I don't know how to even allow him to do that, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's part of his character, you know. He came in with the whole rainbow thing, if you guys know about the whole rainbow, you know. Remember y'all watched the movie Eyes Wide Shut Over the Rainbow? Did Wizard of Oz do something with a rainbow? I don't know, but I know the rainbow is go look it up. Just go look up, just type in rainbow Masonic ties. It's there. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is research. You know, people want to call you an internet researcher. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, somebody want to look at me and say, oh, you got your internet from the internet. I get my stuff from articles that are on the internet. And I get a lot of my stuff from books too, you know, reading the books. And 9 times out of 10, I read the book on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of good information out there. But you want to look at that checkerboard flag, and you want to look at the one-eye symbolism. You want to also look up the duality where they split their minds. You also want to look up, not look up, but when you point out an artist that's in the Illuminati, a lot of gay references, homosexual references, they have to do that for the humiliation. And it's also a power thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we have made you our bitch, quote unquote, when you submit to us. That's why you see a lot of rappers like Young Thug. TEKASHI did it where he had the breast in the video. And then if you look at the Fifi video, he was doing a lot of homosexual activity in that video where the very beginning, how he eats that ice cream. Nobody eating ice cream like that, man. Like, nah, man. Nah. Yeah, how he does that, then he does it blatantly. You know, that's being a troll, but why troll about that? Why even troll that community? If you know how aggressive that community is, why control them? You know, not as aggressive this year. I think that was their wave, 2018, 2019. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that their wave like that. You know, they're not really trolling as hard. But the whole Fifi video showed me who he was down with. And for TEKASHI 6ix9ine to be this, to have the bot system behind him, the investors, even with him being a troll, he still has corporations and stuff investing in him, pushing him as the engine. You know, The reason why is, like I said, they want him to be the face of snitching. They want lock a lot of young black men up. A lot of young men, but mostly preferably Spanish. They got to keep these prisons filled. So the next generation of kids are all a bunch of wannabe gangsters. If you look at them, everybody is a hood person now. Everybody, and it's not by default. Some people had no choice but to be hood. Now these people are just hood just for no reason. So they need a person who's going to push that, hey, let people do crimes and it's okay to snitch. A lot of these kids who listen to TEKASHI 6ix9ine don't know the street values and morals of snitching. Once I started reading about his story and hearing about a story from the interviews that Billy Otto did and Seco Billy did, I really think that TEKASHI pre-sold his soul before he got into the game. Because he had a track with Trippie Redd right around the time, right before he did Gummo. I didn't know that before I started watching the interviews. He had a track with Gummo, not with Trippie Redd, before he did Gummo. Trippie Redd is down with them boys. There's no way around that Trippie Redd is satanic. There's no way around that. Don't debate me. Go watch his Topanga video. Go look at Trippie Redd's album cover. Don't even just look at me and be like, oh, Trippie Redd. No, Trippie Redd is down with him. All right? And I was wondering how TEKASHI, they're all connected, everybody. So you actually have to know somebody. So his manager at the time probably was down with him, got TEKASHI, and then they met up with Seco and them. And TEKASHI knew that he needed the gangs and stuff to help push him. And now that he's big, you don't see that stuff no more. I personally don't think he's going to last too long. His music's trash. I never heard his music on the radio. Only song I heard on the radio was Fifi, and that was because of Nicki Minaj feature. And she's down with him too. Go watch her, go look at Nicki Minaj BET Awards or MTV Awards performance, where she had the Pope and she was demon possessed and all that stuff. Yeah, that's real. Go look that up. So I need my light on. It's getting dark. It's not that dark. I can still see me. But TEKASHI doesn't really have no good music. I don't think people are really gonna rock with him too long. I think people just amazed by the troll, And TEKASHI, I think they released him around I think they knew they was gonna release him, but I think they needed to release somebody to distract the masses, to add more distraction to the masses, because a lot of stuff is being uncovered right now. This is the most woke I have seen the society communities ever be, far as this whole COVID-19 situation. This is the most I've ever seen people speak out, far as doctors, lawyers, sheriffs, everybody, So I think they dropped TEKASHI 6ix9ine down because they want to keep, people got to understand, the people that really move stuff are the people from 35, between the ages of 18 to 35. The older people are really not going to really be making much of a move and really can do too much. You really got to get a lot of the younger people involved to make a statement with what I'm saying. So as long as TEKASHI's doing his job, keeping the younger people engaged, the news media is lying to the older people engaged, it's making where our numbers aren't gonna be strong enough to do a boycott. You know what I'm saying? To run to pushing a certain agenda for us. For us to be beneficial. But TEKASHI 6ix9ine came out around the same time I noticed a lot of stuff started being out. And he's making a lot of, like 2 million views on Instagram. People was watching him. The whole thing about people messing with his baby mother and all that stuff, I really feel like TEKASHI went out like a sucker. I really think he was just scared. I can look at TEKASHI and tell he can. I can beat TEKASHI 6ix9ine up. And guys that said a lot. I'm not, like I said, I can't fight. You know what I mean? So I personally feel like your average person can't fight. What I mean by I can't fight, I've never been trained to fight. I never did MMA. You know what I'm saying? I never took up boxing. I never took karate. I feel like once you take up those disciplines, you know how to fight. If you're a person and you just got into a bunch of street fights, I personally don't think, and you won a lot of your street fights, I'm not gonna look at you and say, oh, you know how to fight, because you'll go up against an MMA dude who will beat the hell out of you. Yeah, you beat these people up on the street, but an MMA person will beat the hell out of you. That's what I mean by I can't fight. I never trained a discipline. So if you somebody and you never had a discipline, and I'm pretty sure I probably can beat you up. You know what I'm saying? But just looking at TEKASHI 6ix9ine, I can tell he was scared to go to jail. He was already a lame, but go watch the Seco Billy and Billy Otto's interviews on No Jumper and Vlad TV. They break it all down. How he was just a lame, living out his mama's house, didn't get no females, had no drips, weird. You know, I wouldn't put past 6ix9ine that he sold his soul to the devil, which I'm pretty sure he has. You know, he did the rituals. So, guys, you got to do the rituals to network. They're not going to bring you into the loop if you're not part of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I was hanging out and I was building my groups, people I wanted to be around, if you was a weirdo or something, you couldn't hang with us. You know what I'm saying? If I seen that, hey, we're around some females, I like to hang out with guys who want to, you know, date women. You know, let's go out and get some girls. And if I bring you around some girls and you were scared to talk to them, you are immediately eliminated from hanging with us. You know, so it's the same scenario. Just an analogy I used. If they bring you in, you scared to do the rituals and everything, they don't want to have you around, because guys when up there at the top is heartless. They want you to have no soul, because they don't have time for that. They don't have time for people worrying about their moms. These people at the top are the evilest. I don't know if evil is a word, but these are very evil people who don't have time for people with souls, worried about the next. They do funny business. Go read the 48 Laws of Power. They tell you to basically be a snake. You can't reach at power being a good person. It's not going to happen. You're not going to reach the top without shitting on somebody. That's how it goes. And my mother's boyfriend, whatever he was, God rest his soul, he died. He used to always tell me that, because he used to always go into stores and steal, take things. He was like, look, you can judge me all you want, but the people at the very top done way worse than I have. He said, you're never going to get nowhere being a good person but in the grave. And that's true. So that's why they have to sell their soul. And I do believe TEKASHI sold his soul even before he got to the game, but that's why he was able to get the connections. That's why his manager was able to give him the features with Trippie Redd and get him out there. Even though they were both coming up, they were able to, their careers were able to explode by knowing the right people, by doing the right rituals. My personal opinion. TEKASHI was just a lame, and I felt like I knew that when he was going to all the street stuff, and they were dumb for even having him around. They were dumb for that. I feel like they deserve to be locked up for being that stupid. I don't think it's TEKASHI 6ix9ine's fault at all. He was a lame. He was a square. Y'all are street niggas. Why the fuck? I remember one time my niggas was wanting to do a lick, and they looked at me and they said, Pat, you a bitch. You can't come. I'm like, nigga, I'm not going to do no lick any damn way. I ain't stupid. I ain't no bitch, but, you know, I ain't going. Of course, it was all cool, but they was talking about doing a lick. I'm like, nigga, I know. They knew better not to take me. I never been in that situation. I would have froze up. I wouldn't know what to do. They knew better. Like, it's their fault for having him around, my personal opinion. I can look at TEKASHI 6ix9ine and tell he's a weird guy. I wouldn't want to have him in no street stuff at all. So him snitching was what he was going to do anyway. And I don't like snitches. I don't like a snitch. I don't like nobody snitching in their personal life. I've done a lot of legal things in my life. And when I was doing legal things, always was a snitch that got me caught up. Always. It was never me getting caught. I think I got caught one time. But any other time I was in the police face or anything, it was caught somebody snitched. Somebody told. I hate snitches, personally. I have a personal hate towards a snitch. And if I was in a situation where I snitch, I wouldn't snitch, you know? One time I got pulled over, had a homeboy with me. You know, nobody even knows this story. This was in and out. They found drugs in the car. They were all his drugs. My homie said, hey, look, he always told me, look, we riding around with this shit. If you ever get hit, I'm going to take all the charges because you got a good life ahead of you, and I don't want nothing to happen to you, all right? So when we got charged, they found the drugs. He automatically said, oh, those are all mine. I'm going to go to those ain't his, those are all mine. They said, those are his. You know what I said? I don't know. I don't know where they came from. Even when he said he took the blame, I'm still like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it wasn't a lot of drugs, man. Like a couple grams. The cop let us go. Thank God we let go of everything. The cop, he just gave Buddy a little citation or whatever and let us go, man. It was a cool ass cop, man. It's cool as hell. He just wrote me a little ticket for speeding. You know what I mean? But he was basically like, this is all mine. We got rid of all the big shit before we even got pulled over, thank God. But yeah, man, even when the cop asked me, is this his? So I don't know who the fuck shit is that. Even my homie saying it right there, that's my shit. I don't snitch. That's just the code. You don't snitch. That's not what you do. You don't snitch. You know what I'm saying? In any situation. You know, I just hate snitches. You know what I mean? Like, shit. It's been like that my whole life. Somebody snitching on me. You know what I mean? Like, but TEKASHI 6ix9ine is a snitch. He's going to stay getting paid because females don't give a damn. Like, there's a girl on my Facebook right now talking about Google is her favorite song right now. I don't know how. The young kids don't care. You know, they're not going to be like, oh, what is a snitch? He had to. They fucked his baby moms. And I personally feel like he could have only got 5 to 6 years. You know, 5 to 6. He has money. That lawyer he could have got, first off, he never had a charge beside a pedophile charge. He got that he was 17 or 18, however old he was. Secondly, he's a rapper. He had to hold up his image. All this shit is fake. I'm just acting. He could have fought the case and probably got 5. That's what I'd have done. I'd have fought the case, got 5 or 6 years, 7, 8 years, got out on good behavior. Bam. But I think this whole snitch thing is part of his plan. Now he's out. He's a snitch. Now he got all eyes on him. If he was to drop an album right now, it'd probably go platinum. You know, it's trash. His last album was trash. That album, I listened to it one time. That album was trash. You know, TEKASHI 6ix9ine he's a character, man. And like I said, if you look at the name 6ix9ine, the number 9, you know, like I said, the duality, flipping stuff upside down, that's one of their favorite numbers, 6ix9ine. 69, the Masons, they love that shit. I know he's sold out, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say, but yeah, it pretty much sums up my video on him. I don't like the guy personally. His music's trash. Only song I like was Regular, and I only like A Boogie and Fetty Wap Hook. TEKASHI 6ix9ine, how he came in was hard in that song, but it's called Kiki. But he's never gonna have that juice again. What made TEKASHI 6ix9ine was the videos. The videos made him. That song he did, Andale, I don't know what the name of it. But that song was hot because he had a group of people with him. The gangsters dancing, the red and blue flags, all that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? The videos are entertaining, but the songs, nobody listens to that shit. And like I said, he's just a lame, man. He should never got to the game. And it's y'all fault, you know what I mean? Like, allowing this dude into the game. Because TEKASHI 6ix9ine should never been into the game. But he's a character. He's never going to be known lyrically. He can't do nothing. I don't know why he's still trying to act tough. But he can act tough when you got the FBI backing you. You know? And he's part of an organization that a lot of other people are part of that organization as well. But that's my views on him. If y'all want to speak on anything else, drop it in the comment section. Hit me, DM me. That's one of all my talks on it. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. It's the boy Duane McClean at Duane McClean TV. I'm out.